Man, it's been an interesting, 2024. It's been interesting. 2025 is already starting out. Really interesting. Today, watched the inauguration of President Trump, number 47th president, 45, 47, 47, 45, 47. Glad he's back. I'm hoping he does his thing, man. But let's get to some very serious business. I would like to give Trump a lot of thanks here. Remember, man, priorities. Just remember, man, priorities. We have to make sure that we're taking care of business as a country. Okay. And first order of business right here, man. Glad he took care of it because there was a lot of people in shambles. There was a lot of people in shambles. So thank you, Donald Trump, for taking care of business here.
And as of today, TikTok is back. So, I did a little TikTok thing. We have a guy, TikTok Jack. He's a young kid, like 21 years old. And we hired this guy, and I went on TikTok. Can you believe what I'll do to win an election? And we went on TikTok, and Republicans have never won the young vote, the youth vote. They win a lot of votes, but they never won the youth vote. We won the youth vote by 36 points. So I like TikTok. I like it. I had a slightly good experience, wouldn't you say? Romney lost it by 40 points. Not so long ago, we won it by 36 points. That's a very big spread. But I said we need to save TikTok because we're talking about a tremendous... Who in this audience goes with TikTok? Many? Yeah, very popular. And frankly, we have no choice. We have to save it. A lot of jobs. We don't want to give our business to China. We don't want to give our business to other people. And I said, TikTok without my approval, meaning the president's approval, because Congress gave the president the right to make a deal, do whatever he wants. And they did that a long time ago when they had a different president. They didn't know that I was going to be the president, I guess. So I said, very simply, a joint venture. So if TikTok is worth nothing, zero, without an approval, if you don't approve, they're out of business, they're worth nothing. If you do approve, they're worth like $1 trillion. They're worth some crazy number. So I said, I'll approve, but let the United States of America own 50% of TikTok. I'm approving on behalf of the United States. So they'll have a partner, the United States, and they'll have a lot of bidders, and the United States will do what we call a joint venture. And there's no risk. We're not putting up any money. All we're doing is giving them the approval, without which they don't have anything. So I don't know. It sounds like that works. What do you think? Good? So whether you like TikTok or not, we're going to make a lot of money.
So President Trump says TikTok. I personally am grateful. You hear the reason why they're trying to ban TikTok, right?
This is Representative Michael McCall. And you may not know him, but if you're on this app, you should, because he wrote the bill to ban TikTok. But he's also done some other really interesting shit recently. So here's Mike's recent questionable activity. On March 3rd, he authored the TikTok ban bill. Then on March 22nd, he invested $150,000 in Meta. On the 26th, he invested another $150,000, and on the 28th, he invested another $150,000. So about 3 weeks after writing the TikTok ban bill, this man invested $450,000 in TikTok's competitor. Oh, and then what did he do once he saw his TikTok ban was going to be included with all the Ukraine funding? Well, on April 1st, he invested $350,000 more in Meta, followed by the 5th, where he invested that again. And then about a week later, of course, he voted yes on the bill he wrote. So within the span of 40 days, this dude wrote the TikTok ban bill, proceeded to invest $450,000 in the competitor, and then invested another $700,000, taking his total investment in Meta to $1.15 million. And then he voted yes. Now, obviously, the word most people are using here is suspicious, but the word we should be using is criminal. This man wrote the fucking bill to ban TikTok, proceeded to invest more than $1 million in its competitor, whose stock will skyrocket if TikTok actually gets banned, and then voted on the bill to ban it. Are you paying attention yet?
You don't find that suspicious?
Every other country knows it's about suppressing the free speech of its citizens.
Okay. So a lot of these are the first time I've seen it. So I want to talk about the last lady and the last gentleman who just got through talking. I think it's very interesting. Let's go back to this gentleman right here. Something that these people sound like retail investors. So you look at this. The gentleman that wrote the bill to ban TikTok, he invests his money multiple times in the competitor, which is Meta, front-running stocks. You're utilizing insider information and you're abusing your power. Because in government, you're privy to certain information. So you take that information to go ahead and line your pockets. You want to go ahead and pad your bank account. Let me go ahead and make some quick money off of this because I know what's coming. So the competitor is going to get banned. So let me go ahead and buy its competitor, Meta. See, this is why people that in government should not be investing in the stock market. It is a conflict of interest. If you have people that are able to create laws, pass laws, stop certain legislation, you have people who have privy to insider information, and they can go ahead and take that information to make millions and millions of dollars. And this is not just one side. This is both Republican and Democrats do this. We saw this with Matt Gaetz. He actually had pointed it out, and now we're seeing it more and more.
Congressman Gaetz offered to take us on a tour.
So one of the committees where people have a lot of information is the Appropriations Committee, because they can view almost any vector of government funding. And so, this is Mr. Rutherford's office. He's on the Ethics Committee and the Appropriations Committee. 152 stock trades. Stocks go through the roof. And actually bought Raytheon stock the day that Russia invaded Ukraine.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if every American could make money off of war.
Yeah, setting aside the whole shame and ethics questions. How many more on our hit list here?
There are a few more. I wish there were fewer on the hit list. I wish we could only stop at one or two offices, but as it turns out, energy is a sector that sees a lot of congressional stock trading.
Sure.
And we have members who are on the Energy Subcommittee of Appropriations, like Michael Guest, chairman of the Ethics Committee, and he's traded somewhere between tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars in energy stocks. He's been buying online gaming stocks and just making a killing on them. So you would think that the people that were on the Ethics Committee would be your best allies in this fight, but indeed they're some of the most prolific traders. And not only trading, but in the case of Mr. Guest, trading in an area where he has access to energy information more so than almost any other American.
And no indication that he wants to maybe slow down, pump the brakes, recognize that there might be some appearance of impropriety here.
It seems as though the pace is only accelerating.
All right.
Information. Now, if you're informed, if you know better, you do better. If you know what the criminals are up to and you shine light on them, that becomes a problem for the criminals. And now we're becoming more and more informed. We have the information. So now we see exactly what they're doing. And people are calling it out. Anyway, amen. President Trump saves TikTok. Welcome back. Welcome back, President Trump. We appreciate you saving TikTok, sir.
And as of today, TikTok is back.